What's up, guys? It's Chiangi77 here, back for another Draft League video. This is my GSA Season 3 draft recap. We got the 5th pick overall this league, which is really nice. We got some good people in it, like AJ, who isn't actually, yeah, AJ, Newman. I think these are all in B tier, because we have an A league and a D league. I think everyone I've named is in D League. We've got Perfect Blue. We've got Aaron. No, we don't. I don't know who we have. We've got some people though. I don't like him a lot. Like this guy right here. Here. I don't like you. Don't mind my name. It's just generic, you know. So GSA Season 3 draft recap. This was a nice draft for us. I think we got a really fucking nice team. It's gonna work out well. 5th pick overall. So somehow down to 5th pick, we picked up Tapu Koko first overall. Why? Tapu Koko, one of the best Pokemon in the Draft League format right now. Fast Electrics, always good to have one. This is probably the best Fast Electric in the game right now, as of OU. So it's always something nice and strong to have. Good pivot, can do a lot. Great Z move user, and just a good general first round one pick. So after that, obviously I'm weak to ground types, so I pick up a Levitate Mon in the form of Washdom, you know, Venom Wash. Great pivot. How's Defog now since the Gen 7 Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon stuff, move tutors, you know, all that fucking jazz. Rotom Wash has stuff like Hydro Pump, has stuff like Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Defog, a lot of good moves they can use and take advantage of, and just beat its opponents down. Good pivot. It has a nice core with Coco because Venom's weak to grass, but Coco resists that because it's a bug. And yeah, not bad. So next up, I realize my team it's kind of on the slow side because if you take up Rotom's base 86 and Coco's base 130, we're only averaging probably about 105 speed. So I'm thinking about something a little faster, maybe something to give us an advantage in the speed tiering that we don't have very good things of. So I pick up Galvantula because not only is it has a decent speed stat to keep it at a good average, but it has access to Sticky Webs. Sticky Webs is it's a great move. Well, it's just web. Sticky Web is a great move. Lowers speed on grounded foes by 1 when they switch in. So stuff like uh, Haxorus or something like an Ololan Golem, something that switches in, can get slowed to the point where my Tapu Koko can outspeed it because it's not the fastest Pokemon in the game. It's only 130, whereas we have stuff like fucking Deoxys Speed. See, Deoxys here, 150. It can't outspeed that, but with webs up, there is a good chance we can outspeed it. So that's why I picked this up. Not just that, but it's got a really good special attack stat that it can take advantage of Compound Eyes and Thunder. And with my Electric Terrain up, with Compound Eyes Thunders, I can do maybe a lot of damage there. Because its stab is boosted. And it has a higher special attack stat than my boy Tapu Koko here. So if you thought Tapu Koko was busted, just catch these Galvantula. Alright, next up. Once I said, we're not really that weak to ground that much because neutral, immunity, and just one weakness, right? So I didn't think we needed something all that badly. So what I did is I just picked up Electivire because the Electivire is a good Pokemon. It has a really high attack stat, which my team really lacks at this point because Coco has a very low attack stat compared to his special attack. Rotom Watch is obviously a special attacker. Conventional is a special attacker as well, or just a lead that I'm just going to sack off right away because it's kind of useless otherwise. So Electivire here, good attack stat, highest attack stat on the team so far. Not bad speed, but that's why we have Galvantula, right? Set up those webs. We've Mono Drive, so we can give him more speed, which is kind of busted because fast electrics, you know what I mean? Fast fucking electrics. So he can do a lot of things. Life Orb, he can run Scarf if you want. You can run Band, you can run Specs if mixed because he has a decent special attack set. Even Assault Vest, a little pivot because it has pretty good stats for an electric type. So yeah, that's Electivire. Mainly just because my attack stat is really bad right now. My average attack stat is probably like what am I looking at? With Electivire, probably have a average attack stat of like 90, but without, it was probably down to like 70, which is kind of bad. By 70, I mean like 80, but you know, don't worry about it. Next up, we do now have two weaknesses to ground, so I probably should pick up immunity, and I do that with Electros. Electros is a very good ground switching. It has levitate, so it is not affected by the ground type moves, as some people might say I am a little bit, just a little bit weak to Extra right now, because Extra can just put on Mold Breaker and win my team. But the thing is that Extra can't touch is an Air Balloon. See, Air Balloon Electros is a very good set against an Extra because they aren't afraid to just click Earthquake, because I have no immunities, right? But now I get a free switch into Electros if he does click Earthquake, because my Air Balloon can proc. If he clicks Iron Head on my Electros, he's actually bad at the game, because I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my fifth Steel immunity. Not immunity, but resistance, even though Venom Wash is kind of an immunity anyways. So if he clicks Iron Head, he's actually bad at the game. Whoever has Extra Drill out there, I'm just letting you know that you're bad at the game if you click Iron Head. Because even though I do have an Air Balloon, I will outspeed the Exegro afterwards. So the balloon is just giving me a free switch in, right? Because I have a pretty good speed stat. Because you know what they say, fast electrics. All electrics are pretty fast. So he has a nice slow U-turn, slow Volt turn. Very slow Pokemon, you know, because he only has a base 50 speed stat, so it's not gonna outspeed a lot. So it can take some hits with these stats if I put maybe an Assault Vest or an Air Balloon or like a physical vest. What's the vest that? Yeah, Assault Vest. That raises your defense. So a lot of good moves it has. A lot of good coverage. Flamethrower, right. Giga Drain. Good coverage that not you don't see very often. So I can almost hit anything that wants to come in. Even Volcarona, I just give myself an Assault Vest to raise my defense, and then coil up a couple of times maybe, because I can do coil, and then maybe Rock Slide. Yeah, see, there you go. Now it's my Volcarona check, because I can definitely eat a +1 overheat with my Assault Vest here. Anyways, next up. So next up, as I did say, I can kind of lose to Exegil, Haxorus, anything like that that kind of has a mold breaking sweep, an Earth Power, Kieran Black. I just don't like those very much. So what I did is I picked up Thunderous Incarnate. Yeah, Thunderous Incarnate is a very good pivot into stuff like Exegil and Kieran Black, which has uh basically what is the same as a Mold Breaker in Terravolt. Since it does have Earth Power, it's a kind of a threat. So this does switch into an Earth Power from Kieran Black, and does a good job checking that because it has Focus Blast. Focus Blast is an absolutely busted move in this game. It has 120 base power and is Fighting type, and you know Fighting type covers a lot of stuff that would not otherwise be covered on a set. So I think this is a very good Z move Pokemon too, because I can run Fighting EMZ, and now my Focus Blast, which was already fucking busted as hell, is doing a base 180 power, and it can't miss. So yeah, I think that's just enough said about Thunders, because Thunders now walls Excadrill, and now kills Kyurem and switches in on it. It's just doing a bunch of things that it couldn't otherwise do, as well as this attack stat. That attack stat compared to the rest of my team, as you can see, is really high. It's a really high attack stat compared to the rest of the team. I don't have a lot of physical options up to this point, so it's really good that I picked up this Pokemon because it's a good band user, it's a good setup sweeper, it's a good sweeper stopper with Prankster, T-Wave. As long as you're not in a Mega Gyarados, we're fine, right? All right. Next up we have a good wait, what's this? Oh, I take it back. I love you. Please kiss me. Okay, there we go. I just felt a little bad, you know. I didn't mean to hurt Blue's feelings like that, cause I mean he's a good guy. Oh oh well that that kind of hurts. That hurts just a little bit, you know, cause I thought I just thought that me and Blue were kind of friends or something. I don't. But then he says no to me when I ask him for a kiss, and it's like, what kind of what kind of friend just says no when you ask them for for a kiss? You know? Because it's just not. I just thought we had a good something going. I look. I don't. I'm just. I don't. I don't want to deal with that right now. That's not the time. I'm in the middle of my fucking recap. Okay, okay. So we'll carry on from here. What am I at? I just did okay. So my next Pokemon. I need a Mega now at this point, and you know what? I'm a really big fan of the GBA, which is a draft. I'm sorry. Just give me a second. Okay. I'm a really big fan of the GBA, which is one of the best draft league staples. Like it made all the tiers. It makes all of the you know dedicated decisions. It started up draft leagues. It's a good thing. It was why I became the best draft league format poster on YouTube. Up in the rising. So what they say is that fast electrics are essential to a good draft. Oh, fast electrics, you're basically scum. So for my Mega, I pick up Mega Man Electric, of course, the fastest electric type out there. So now, with this Mega Man Electric and the access to my sticky webs that eventually gives me, I'm able to outspeed everything in the tier, including Deoxys speed, because that thing's busted. And also stuff like Mega Aerodactyl, which I wouldn't outspeed without the webs. I can easily outspeed Mega Aerodactyl if it's holding an Iron Ball. Um, Manectric is a pretty decent pivot with Intimidate, and beforehand it gets Electric Lightning Rod, which I kind of have an electric weakness, so I could definitely see Pokemon going for Thunderbolt against me, just because it is so easy, as well as I'll set up the electric terrain for them, so maybe they'll be inclined to click the button, right? So Manectric, you know what it does. It overheats, it flamethrowers, it HP ices, and it thunderbolts. And that's literally all it has. It doesn't have any other notable moves. Like what's this? No one's clicking quick attack. No one's clicking signal beam. You can't even switch through. It's a Mega. Like the only moves it has is Volt Switch, T-Bolt, HP Ice, and Overheat. That's all it does. And that's all I need it to do. So we're fine. And look at that Spatak stat. You thought Coco hit hard, baby. Alright, next up. I needed something that could really abuse electric terrain. And what Pokemon does that, like Raichu Alola? Raichu Alola has the ability Surge Silver, which doubles my speed. Because right now, my speed is kind of on the low side. I'm really lacking speed at this point. So having this allows me to go up to a base 220 speed, because that is how it works. See, if I'm max speed, I have 350 speed, and I am now at 700 speed. 700 speed. Do you know what else has 700 speed? That's right, nothing. Because Raichu Alola is busted in fucking electric terrain. Raichu Alola is kind of simple. All it does is Nasty Plot, and then click Psychic slash T-Bolt. It has access to Surf, HP Ice, Grass Knot 2, which aren't very common because it's kind of bad. It has Knockoff. If you look at its attack stat, it's way less than its special attack stat, so I don't know why you would ever run a physical Raichu. It's just not something that would make much sense to me. Next up, I really wanted Golem Alola, because I thought that fit the team really well. It has Stealth Rocks, which my team lacks right now, as I do not have a Stealth Rocker. But, I mean, Stealth Rocks are kind of going down the drain now, because Defrog is on every single Pokemon in the meta, so not the best move in the game. But, my boy Perfecte Blue, what he did is he made Golem Alola a tier 4 Pokemon when I needed a tier 5. So Golem Alola was not able to be picked up by me, so instead I had to pick up Stunfisk, because he's a tier 5. Because Golem Alola is really worthy of that tier 4 slot, because all it does is lead, procs it sturdy, sets up rocks, eats its Cuss Up Berry and explodes, and that's worthy of tier 4. In everyone's eyes. Not just Perfecte Blues, in everyone's. Except for half the league that agrees with me that it is not good. Let me here. Golem Alola. Alolem. Should Alolem be tier 5? In about 6 years, yeah. See, this guy already agrees that it should not be. Yeah, it should be tier 5. See, look, guys, Blue is just a dictator in this league. Sure, it can be tier 5, but not in this league. See, people in this league agree with me that it should be a tier 5 Pokemon, but Blue is just such a big dictator that makes his own decisions and doesn't listen to what the population of Canterlot wants. So he gets really upset about it and just starts letting down on me with these fucking saying no to me when I ask him to kiss me. I don't. Okay, It has Stealth Rock, so that's why I drafted it. Okay, next up, I just pick up Pelipper because I have no other electric types available to draft. I have drafted every electric type in the format, so there's nothing else for me to draft. And I'm not about to throw the league away by drafting some lower tier scum like a fucking Dedenne, because that's fucking garbage hat. Don't look at me like that. It's bad. So I pick up Pelipper, but do you know what Pelipper has? Pelipper has Drizzle. And you know what every single electric type learns? That's right, Thunder. Fucking busted. I set up Rain. I set up Electric Rain. I set up no missing Thunders. That's right. Pelipper, nice pivot, has a Defog, but so does Stunfisk, so it's not like it matters that much. Okay, on to my last pick of the game. I need a tier 3 Pokemon, and the only tier 3 electric type left is Rotom Heat. And I really wanted another electric type to finish up my team composition, since fast electrics are really good at this point. But since Rotom Heat is a Rotom form, and I already have Rotom Wash, this guy, Perfected Blue, again, making another dictatorship move, says I'm not allowed to have 2 Rotoms, which I don't understand because clearly if you look up /DT Rotom Wash and then /DT Rotom Heat, if you look at the dex number right here, they're different numbers. So according to species clause, I should be able to run both at the same time. But Perfect Blue likes making his own rules, so I can't pick up Rotom Heat. So instead I pick up Kingdra, because for some reason, no one wanted Rain in this league, so I got Rain in the last 2 turns of the fucking draft. Why? I don't know. I'm in majors, and somehow the whole league doesn't like this, the broken, busted ass shit we call Rain. Anyways, this is Vsauce Michael here, concluding my video. Join the Cool Kids Club if you're on Battle Area anytime at all. Just join the Cool Kids Club, because I'm looking for new people, new recruits for the Rainforest. And this is Scrabby 10 Span server, and my pride and joy. So I'd really appreciate it. So if you like the video, make sure you leave a thumbs down below, and comment down below what your favorite favorite Pokemon hentai is. Comment below, please, and I would really appreciate that. I'll answer all of you guys, all of the comments. I'll reply to every single one as soon as I can, because I am a very noble, reliable, good YouTuber who wants to just make fucking money. So just make sure you spam watch my videos and link them everywhere so I can turn on ads eventually and start making that fat revenue. Because right now my revenue, I'm only making like $300 per video, which really isn't a lot when you think about it, because PewDiePie makes like 220 per video, and it's just like I'm doing just as good as PewDiePie, but he's making more money than me. I don't know. Anyways, this is Very1 signing off. GSA Season 4 Draft Team. I look forward to seeing you guys during my battles. Peace.